as your friend is something that I was like very proud of as your friend. It's like when you opened up Jônt and you opened with 2 stars.
Right. Yeah.
I mean, that's a big fucking thing.
We opened in a really great time.
Yeah,
we fucking
I mean, like
we nailed that shit. You know?
I mean that was intense, right? Like I remember you talking to me about it before Jônt opened, and the idea was like a Brooklyn Fair style concept, 14 seats.
Yeah.
I mean, I'll tell you when I because obviously the first time I went to Bresca, Jônt didn't exist, and then this time that I visited, what was it, like 4 months ago?
Right.
When I walked in that room, I got chills, because it's literally like every I think chef like us. Like it's the dream.
Right.
14 seats.
Yeah. Control.
Tight, controlled.
Yeah.
Execution driven. Just like beautiful plating, beautiful execution, beautiful service. And I was like, I walked in there and I felt all of that, and I didn't even dine there.
Right.
And I was like, fuck, like you can do all of that right here.
Yeah.
Tell me the thought process behind it.
Yeah, I mean, it was an old nightclub, right? Like we used to, shit, man. When we got our first star, like the lights would rattle on the ceiling from the nightclub being open upstairs with like 6 bodies in it.
Was it open?
Yeah.
No shit.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
So it was like an existing nightclub. We took the first floor, right? Then like our boys would like get out of service and like go upstairs, and it'd be like a fucking thumping ass nightclub, like just DJ booth, bar, everything like going on, and like the team would get out, go up there, like it was wild. My ass would go home, you know, but they'd show up to work the next day and like, we went up to Policy last night, and I'm just like, y'all are nuts, you know.
Yeah.
Just the elevator ride away though, so convenience. But you'd be like 10:45 on a Saturday. I was telling, like, dude, we used to cook until like 1 in the morning some Saturdays when we first opened, you know, first got our stars. It was bonkers and unsustainable as all get out, you know.
Right.
And these, you know, nights like 10:45 and the globe lights in the dining room would be like just like fucking twitching, dude.
Right.
And like people would be like, the fuck is going on in here?
As they're paying $250 a head.
Yeah, and we'd have to like go upstairs and be like, yo, can you turn the bass down on that shit? Like, you have the whole ceiling rattling in Bresca right now, and people have no fucking clue what is going on, you know? So like, same here, like we have great partners, you know, and like they're invested in the humans, right? Not just like what the business can do. And they straight up were like, what do we want to do next, you know? And low-hanging fruit, I mean, is the second floor real estate that's sitting above the other restaurant. That, like, same theory, like we talk about it all the time, the sustainability of building the business in like the same street, the same block, or within 4 blocks of each other, like not driving, like just like here 6 miles across town is like 40 fucking minutes,
40
dude.
minutes.
Like, Jesus Christ, you know? So it's like we were like, well, what about upstairs? And they were like, please, like, get rid of that thing, you know? I remember one day we were in like Sunday night dinner, and some dude gets like shit-faced in the nightclub on like a Sunday brunch, and it's like the time they're leaving. He grabs the fire extinguisher as he's leaving and just like blows that shit out like down the stairwell as he's leaving. And like our sous chef at the time, this shit is wild. He's in LA now. He fucking chases this dude straight out down 14th Street.
Love that.
Yeah, exactly.
Love this guy.
So
I already know
like,
who he is.
Right?
I love him.
Nah, dude, he's from Florida too.
Of course he is.
He was awesome, Jose. But like, dude chases this dude down the street.
Of course his name is Jose too. I love that. It's so good. That's the best. Of course it's Florida, awesome. And his name is Jose.
Oh, shit. It's hilarious. I hope he hears this shit. But like, chases this dude down the street. Dude, and we're like, all right, we got to get rid of that shit, you know? So that's when we started building. Like we're like, what can we do? You know, what makes people want to go upstairs? It's not normal, right? It's not street front property. There's no, I walked by and I saw these people dining there. You don't see anything.
Right.
Right? Like you enter Bresca, you hang a left, you go through the bookcase, you go up the stairs, you go through the other door, you enter the counter. Nobody knows that shit exists unless they know it exists, right? Like it's not like that casual encounter. It's a Craigslist restaurant.
Backstage.
But like these guys, like, you know, so we talked about it. We're like, what can we do? And that's when we were like, hey, you know, it's tiny. It's what, 1,800 square feet, 1,700 square feet, something like that. That inclusive, right? Like inclusive of kitchen. I don't even think it's that. It's like 14 something if you just count like the kitchen and everything. Like the elevator takes up space, all the dish pits in that thing, like that off to the side,
or whatever we call a dish pit there.
Yeah, smallest thing you've ever seen. Like that. Another Jose.
5
years.
Bless that Jose, man. I've heard stories about this Jose,
yes.
The dishwasher at Jônt. He's such a legend.
Highest paid porter in all of the Mid-Atlantic, exactly, because he's amazing. No, straight up, it's wild. But, you know, we were just like, what can we do to bring people, like, upstairs? That was the biggest thing. And then, you know, so it was like, let's build. It was 20 seats. It then became 18 seats. It then became 12 seats, 16 seats. It's back and forth, all the, you know, like what can we execute at the highest level for us, right?
Right.
And now we built that, you know, we were supposed to open May 2020.
Right.
That was the slated opening was May 2020. So we, that didn't work out.
No,
so, yeah,
not for anybody.
Not for anybody, exactly. So that was pretty wild. And like all of our tables and chairs and all kinds of random shit was like stuck overseas, supply chain. I mean, it was pretty wild. I mean, not the most. I mean, restaurant openings aren't that like.
They're not glorious.
Yeah, they're not that glorious as it is. That's a great term, you know. So
yeah.
This one was made even more, you know, ugly with everything that was going on. And then, you know, we sat on it. We closed like everybody else. We sat on it for 5 months, right? Roughly. We opened in like August, essentially. It was like almost August, late July, couple days. It was like a splitsy week into August. And then we just went for it. You know what I mean? We're like, fuck, we're going to either do it or what are you going to do? You know, like we wanted to keep our team. We wanted to keep going. Carry out was not that like thumping anymore, you know, like it was in the beginning for Bresca. So we just did it, you know, and we opened as like a Bresca pop-up. You know, we opened as a Bresca pop-up, learned the space, did all those good things. And then, you know, teams changed a lot. Now we finally like settled into a solid crew that like you can see like longevity in and all of those things. And, you know, Bresca reopened and all that shit. But yeah, it was wild.